What is going on YouTube? I just wanted to record something today because I felt like it. So we're going to be playing Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I've beaten this game a little bit ago and I've been wanting to play it again. I haven't played it again. So let's get into it. You might notice that it doesn't seem like I beat the game based on those stats. Yeah, I actually clicked new game and deleted all my save data. So that's fun. And I remember why I stopped here, and I kind of wish I just restarted the game, but you know.
This must be the. This city was a major
I've been,
in the early years of
yeah, I've just been hanging out recently. I haven't been editing as much, so I kind of feel like I'm behind on videos, but I upload heavily in advance, so I guess it doesn't really count as being behind. So yeah, I'm just trying to get through the achievement of not doing this with AR.
They still have not noticed you.
Which doesn't seem too hard, but for some reason I haven't been doing good at stealth recently, so it might be awful. I honestly can't tell you if it's gonna be good or not. Yeah, so you know, a good trick is to hide here, I think. I don't know, I'm giving tips and tricks on this game. I barely play this. Because normally when I play it, I'm just swinging swords and beating people up for fun. So actually trying to like stealth my way around is a bit difficult compared to my normal way of playing, but yeah. Also, I know that this was like the worst section to record because you can't see anything. And then YouTube compression is just gonna make it look like it's nothing but red. But yeah, so this is what I'm doing. It's not gonna be too long a video, maybe like until I beat the rest of this area. I'm not trying to just like spend the entire 3 hours that I have left just doing videos. Well, not doing videos, but doing this video specifically. So I'm just gonna kind of rush through it a bit. Now you see that, right? There are things up there. And how do you sneak past them? I have no idea. And I never found out. So I'm just gonna try how I think you sneak past them. And if it doesn't work, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind this, and then I'm gonna pull out my rocket launcher. Because this is the stealthiest weapon in the game. So I'm probably just gonna finish this area, and then I'll end the video here. Because the rest of it's really just combat. What the hell? So that's not too cool, but you know.
You have almost reached World Marshal Headquarters.
I like the combat in this game. I think if you're looking for a game to play, this is definitely it. I should have probably recommended it earlier because it was on sale for like $8, and that's when I picked it up. That was a great deal. I've gotten so much time out of these $8. So yeah, that's how I'm currently living life. I've always loved the human enemies in this game more than I have like the big robots, even though these are just so much cooler to kill because, you know, it's a big robot. What are you gonna do about it? Especially the intro where you fight the Metal Gear Ray. Oh, that's so good. And I am not making a good case for myself, but I swear I played this game before. Chop that up. Do good. Just chop them up. You know, you do the things. Oh, thanks to the angle. Very nice branches on that tree, I must say. I wish I had my Infinity Wig for this. Yeah, so like I said, I pressed new game. I don't have my Infinity Wig, and that was my favorite thing in this area because I would just Infinity Wig everyone with rocket launchers, with a homing rocket launcher, and then just get through. But now I gotta stealth like a Metal Gear game. Oh, well, I guess that happens.
real dog has a far greater intellect.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, so if you really want, you could just walk up to everyone and chop up like that. Which you usually do for people like this, because it's just the fastest way to get through them. You know, actually, I want to do a supercut for this game, but I don't... Supercuts require so much effort and, like, experience in making videos. I don't know if I would be able to do it with one Justice. So I'm kind of just sticking to shorter one mission, half mission, live commentaries. I think that's enough for my style. I might do supercuts later on when I get a bit more hang of this live commentary thing. You know, for now this is good enough for me. I'm not really having problems with it. So, if you guys want supercuts in the future though, let me know. I'd be super glad to do one. Although I don't really know what game I would do it on. Maybe Bloodborne. I did promise that a while back, and I just never played it because I was trying to make a video on it. I just didn't know how I want the video to be structured, how I want it to be formed. So I've just been holding that off. But I really do want to play Bloodborne on the channel. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I think it'd be really fun. Honestly, Monsoon is one of my least favorite and favorite boss fights at the same time, and I don't know how to feel about it. Because he's a really good parrying lesson. So I think that's just good for... It's a good teaching tool.
So tell me.
But then you get through it like the second time when you already know how to parry, and then you're just kind of sitting there smashing.
You're the ones exploiting them.
Light attack.
You take advantage of their weakness. Of course they get hurt when you set them up as your human shield.
I know I'm talking over the cutscene, but I really think that this is one of the cooler cutscenes in the game. This speech and Armstrong's speech at the end of the game are my favorite.
Means the DNA of the soul. They are the culture. They are everything we pass on. Means. How about full of shit? Is that a meme? That is until the illusion was broken. Don't be ashamed. It's only nature running its course. You have no choices to make, nothing to answer for. You can die with a clear conscience. You're right. About me, I mean. I knew something was off. After the Patriots, I thought I could walk off the battlefield and into a normal life. But here I am, surrounded by death, arguing philosophy with terrorists. I told myself this was about justice, about protecting the weak, but I was wrong. Then you admit it. I learned young that killing your enemies felt good, really good. In America, my friends, my family, they helped me forget the devil inside. But who am I kidding? I was born to kill! The bit about my sword, that means of justice stuff, I guess I needed something to keep the Ripper in check when I was knee-deep in bodies. You? But you, all this, is a wake-up call to what I really believe. What I really am. What are you saying? I'm saying Jack is back. Doctor, turn off my pain inhibitors.
What? This is madness. You
do it!
All right.
Pain. This is why I fight. This is my normal. My nature.
You've lost your mind.
Who's next?
I'll take this dance. Closer. Report back to the chief. He's mine. You're the boss. I misjudged you. You are like us after all.
Now you're just being nasty. That nickname you love so much. Want to know how I got it? Actually, why don't I give you a demonstration? I think it's time for Jack to let her rip.
Yeah, I just want to let that cutscene play out on its own because I think it's an incredible cutscene. It's a really cool scene. Introduces the idea of Jack the Ripper. Sorry, I have phlegm in my throat. But yeah. This fight isn't anything special though. Every fight is really unique in this game, which is what I enjoy. But it's also just actually, I have nothing about that. Every fight's really unique. It gives every boss its own character, which I really like in games. I hate when it's just like the same boss 3 times in a row. Sometimes literally, like when God of War reused like the Golem 4 or 5 times, 3 times I think. Because there was the first time, and then the fire, and then the death version. Which, nothing against God of War. I love that the newest one. Yeah, I was talking about the newest one. I should probably mention that. But yeah, nothing against the game. I just think that they probably could have maybe used a different boss. Especially for... because one of them was kind of just a throwaway boss, but then one of them was really important to the plot, so I would have really liked it if it was something other than just Gollum, but again. On another note, though, this boss is never reused. That's kind of a lie. There's something similar. You know, Armstrong does that thing. Not gonna say what he does, just in case. But yeah, Armstrong does a thing. The problem I have with Monsoon's boss fight, though, is there's a lot of just waiting. 'Cause you're just waiting for him to start attacking you so you can parry. And then you're waiting to parry this. Which I don't know why I can't parry right now, but yeah. You know, you just got this, and then you do that. And then you line up his eye, and then you go and hit his head. A lot. And then he tries running away, and you're like, no, good sir, you won't. And then he does his thing again. I think it's really funny that the section right after this is like a turret section, basically. It's just like, yeah, this was a 2000s game. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you just get so much stuff in this boss fight, and it's great. Because I don't think I've ever used anything from this boss fight on the boss fight itself, but it's a really good moment just to restock if you're low on anything. Which, at this point, you'll probably be low on... healing maybe? No, I think on your first run, you're definitely going to be low on healing. But other than that, you should be good. Unless you're someone who actually uses grenades, unlike me. Which is not... You should probably be using grenades, not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure they help a ton in some sections, but I just don't use grenades in any game ever. So, I'm not gonna start with a Metal Gear game. Yeah. I like parrying in this game because it feels really rhythmic and also just really satisfying to hit. And then, oh, okay. We get to this part, which, I didn't realize you could use your slide attack as a way of dodging when I first played this, so my original strategy was literally just running away. And that works here, but then I did Armstrong's fight, and I got destroyed at the, like, beginning mech section just because I didn't know the best way to dodge things. So that wasn't that fun. But other than that, Armstrong's fight is definitely the hardest in my opinion. It's just like such a long fight, and then all the sections are just such endurance runs. You also gotta be really good at the game at that point, which makes sense because this is at the end of the game, but also just, you know, I think if I had to take a second hardest fight, it would probably be Sam, but that's only if you've never really cared about parrying in the game, which, as I said, you should probably care about parrying, considering this boss exists, whose entire gimmick is that you have to parry him. Yeah, every boss has like a gimmick, which is nice. You know, it teaches you all the mechanics of the game, and then you use it all on the final boss fight. Damn. I don't hit me. Yeah, I feel like you would definitely need to use a lot of vertical slices in some parts. Like, you know, here it might be good for vertical slices, and then here horizontal. Yeah, there we go. And I never really used vertical slices in that. I kind of just mashed left click until everything worked. But you know, it was usually not the worst strategy. Although, clearly, there are better strategies. He doesn't have his arms yet, but that's alright, sure. Damn it. He's moving out of range of my parry, and that's just really annoying. Yeah, the soundtrack to this game is great. I love it. Oh, do your thing. I just need to get him to 10 health, I'm pretty sure. It shouldn't be too hard. We do this little dance. Which I think this part of boss fights is what I don't enjoy in this game, where you're just running away from something that you can't attack. Because I know that adds, you know, kind of like a break to the fight, but it's also just, it breaks some momentum for me, which is what you want, I think, with these sections. But I don't know. I think I just like swinging swords, so that's why I appreciate the combat sections more. The combat in this game is really fun, though. It's what drew me in for the most part. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. What drew me in for the most part was the memes of the game. And I was like, oh yeah, that's funny. So I bought the game $8 and had a blast. Because if you talk to anyone who's played the game, they'll tell you that it's definitely a game you should play. So I was like, yeah, why not? I'll pick it up. So I picked it up, and then I had fun with it.
Now what will you do? Jack Ripper.
I think Platinum Games is really well at balancing out combat sections with quick time events. And then also making the quick time events feel meaningful. Instead of just like mashing triangle to open a door or mashing space to lift the truck or something. So like that. I don't know. Where would you lift the truck? Or, you know, having the ending section of a FPS game be a quick time event. Yeah. So I think that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.